All right, friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing you your daily horoscope for June 2nd, 2020. What a beautiful day we've got ahead of us, all right? So early in the morning, we've got the moon in Libra. We're still talking about balance. I want to bring balance to our lives, balance the peace, balance the shadow work, balance, all right? So whatever kind of way that we need balance between actively seeking or actively resting or whatever it may be, we emotionally need balance in our lives, and that can come in many, many different ways. So we still have the sun, obviously, down there in Gemini, getting closer. It's going to start the conjunction later tonight into tomorrow morning with Venus. Okay, so the sun conjunct Venus, it's already starting. We're going to be feeling a lot of love. We're going to be feeling our heart should be, it might sound weird coming from where we were over this past weekend, but remember, we do that stuff out of love, right? We do it out of love for unity and equality and for peace, right? So we should start really feeling and radiating that peace and that heartfelt balance, okay, as well as just the love in general of appreciating everything. I mean that, we're talking about Gemini here. So it's again, like the negative is the positive. This positive, there will be an ending to the positive. We can't maintain on the high forever. It's going to come down, and we can't maintain down here forever. It's going to go back up, right? So it's falling in love with the entirety of it, falling in love with the journey, not, the destination, not just the end being. Now, today as well, early in the morning, just around noon, when the moon hits 29 degrees, between 11 and 12, hits 29 degrees of Libra. This is the first time, right, that the moon is now creating a trine to the North Node in Gemini. Okay, so we have a different kind of energy that's going on right now than where we were at. We're no longer in the stay safe space, and this is really powerful since the moon is in Libra about keeping balance, And sometimes we need this peacekeepers to step up and not stay in a safe space, be like not afraid to speak their mind about what's necessary. It's a Lord of the Fly situation where the peacekeeper who's been sitting back, Benjamin Franklin was talked about as being this kind of an individual where he'd let the two parties kind of argue or figure things out. And then toward the end, he would come in, with this well thought out, balanced minded, objective perspective, to create a solution for whatever the problem or situation was. So we're all kind of tapping into our own Ben Franklins right now, emotionally needing balance, and then the North Node being down there in Gemini again, saying this is part of it. The pain is part of the beauty. The rain and the sun. So let me show you the chart here for a second. All right, so that's the Venus-Sun conjunction. All right, and it's going to be exact on Wednesday, so we're going to feel it even more then. And I'm going to talk about. I'll show you the video. I'm going to create a whole video about these two and the sacred geometry that goes along with that in the astrotheology. So I'll put that out either later tonight or tomorrow morning. Now the moon is going to move right into Scorpio. So we're moving from this balanced place into the depths, okay? And this is remembering that through this balance, through the depths of our hearts, we do argue out of a sense of peacekeeping. We want to argue to even things out, the highs and the lows and the highs and lows. Our goal is to make a little bit more even of a line, right? So here we're going into this emotional depth of what do I need deep down inside, okay? This isn't just surface level stuff anymore. This is really, really deep emotions that are coming up these next couple of days here, okay? So the June 2nd, June 3rd, even into June 4th, okay? And the moon is going to be playing a very critical role in the Venus-Sun conjunction that's going on. That'll come up tomorrow. As you see as well, the same time, right, that we've got this trine happening down here, the easy flow of energy, we also have, that balance happening up here, this sextile, this dotted dash blue line, where the south node is at 29 degrees of Sagittarius, the moon at 29 degrees of Libra, top of the morning, creating the sextile. So it's also saying let go of concepts or ideas that are older, outdated information that pertain to a certain time, place, situation, or instance that no longer serves our highest purpose, okay? Because here in Sagittarius, this is all about our highest purpose of where we're going, having faith. So what do we need to let go of that's blocking us from accepting that faith, from accepting, this journey that we must go on, that we might, feel different ways about it. So if there's something, again, that's blocking us, it's like, okay, it's time to let it go and move on. As well, as you see these squares here, this is a bit of, reliving what did happen over the weekend. With the peaceful protests turning into riots and tear gas, things like that. I've got friends that went down in Grand Rapids, Detroit, and came back with bloody noses and black eyes, and I'm sure we all do. It's like, what is going on in our world right now? This is deep-rooted issues, right? These deep-rooted issues squaring, again, this power and sense of authority. And who is the authority? We have to remember that we are the authority. We, the people, right, are the authority, and to be able to show the government, we have to teach this by our own actions, right? So anyway, this is all unique to each of us as we're moving along this, but we're still going to be feeling these deep-rooted issues or deep-rooted feelings toward this system of authority. There could be a sense of helplessness or powerlessness. I don't know what to do. And the answer, is keep living your best and following your dreams. Okay, kind of like what we touched base on yesterday at the end of the video. You don't have to have a sign that says I'm a peaceful person, that I live a balanced life. It's just about you being that. It's about you living that peaceful, balanced life, right? And everything that we're doing now for the next 11 days until Mars meets up with Neptune is extremely important, because what we're giving our time and our energy into is going to affect us during these eclipses that are coming up. It's going to affect us for this energy of us aligning with our dreams. And if we're paying too much attention to something that doesn't align with our dreams, we're giving too much energy there, it's like we need to water our garden and we only have so much water, and we're taking the time to spray the hose, we're hitting the cars, or it's just like we got to make sure that we're putting our resources, our finite number of resources, to the proper use, because we don't want to, we can leave it there. We want to make sure that we're putting our energy and time into what's going to serve us ultimately in our higher purpose. Again, this is where we're going. This is where we're headed for this lunar eclipse. It's about our higher purpose coming up here with this lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. All right, so beautiful balanced day, deep-rooted feelings coming up. If you're feeling powerless, if you're feeling helpless, again, just remember to stay focused on yourself, on your goals, on what you want to bring to this planet, on what you want to create with unity and equality and all of these things with your brothers and sisters here in this space, right? So focus on that and have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. All right, my friends, as always, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.